CEO Ronald Hickler from Creating a Difference. I have a brand new Gravity Evolve. Ball's brand new. It's a demo ball, hasn't been used yet. You can see that it's fresh. And we're going to talk a little bit about what this ball does. We're going to go into detail about the surface. And we're going to talk a little bit about how this ball best performs on the environment that you're in. We'll start by taking a picture or a scan of the ball. All right. So we want to see what the surface is. This ball is scanning at 2300. There's a 3500 in there. We'll go over here, which is where I'm going to track at, which is 3500, 3000, 3500. So it's probably right at about 3000 on average, okay? So we're now going to bowl with this ball, and we're going to talk about what we're seeing, and we're going to watch the surface and just kind of see how this ball performs over a little bit of time. Well, it strikes, so I guess the video should be over now. No, I'm joking. So we're going to watch. We're going to throw some shots. We're going to see kind of what happens. We're going to see this ball is built to be a improvement on the original Virtual Gravity from Storm. It's a very, very popular ball back in its day. With our one shot, you can see we have some track flare there, which is good. You can see it's flaring all the way to here and starts about here. So there's a lot of track flare. And they talked a little bit about that. This actually has the original Virtual Gravity core in it as well. It's called Shape Lock. And we're just going to throw some shots. We're going to be able to kind of watch the performance of the ball. I'm actually going to wipe it off too. I didn't wipe it off that time. That's a lesson right there. Wipe your ball off every time. So we're going to make sure we wipe all the oil off the ball, like so. You can see we've wiped it off. And the idea here is pretty simple. Typical ball reviews, we just throw a few shots, talk about them, and we're done. This one's a little bit different. We have a fresh bowling ball here, so we're actually going to throw it a little bit of time and kind of see kind of how it responds over time a little bit. So based off of that shot, I'd make a little bit of a move left, square up just a little bit more to the left. Just like that. That would be the move that I would make to be able to allow myself to have the best opportunity to strike. So you can tell this ball is definitely kind of strong. It's a little bit on the earlier side strong, which is kind of indicative of what they were trying to go for with this. You remember the Virtual Gravity? It was also a very, very strong ball. Very, very strong ball. So kind of has a little bit of that feel to it. A little bit faster, a little bit further left, and that's one of the things that you have to remember with stronger balls, right? They've got to get that hook early to be able to get to the pocket. Wipe it off. Alright, it's okay. I'm seeing a little bit of change, just in general. We'll actually take a scan of the ball here too. Let's do that real quick. Let me wipe it off. Wipe it off. All right, let's see scan-wise where we're at. So we're at 5,000, 4,500, 4,500, 5,000. So part of that change that we're seeing as I move around the ball is just coming from the surface change, right? This ball definitely is at a higher grid already, and because of that, we're seeing a little bit of change. Now, that's fine. We'll make an adjustment on the lane to be able to strike. See, so the reaction is changing now, and it's only a function of that surface change. So it's important for us to figure out to be in the right part of the lane to get the ball to continue. Stronger performance there for sure. Better shot too. So we're going to do that again. Definitely was a better shot. That's coming back. You could tell that ball was going to pick up and make a move. So one of the things that I like about this ball immediately is that you can kind of tell what it's going to do. It has that ability to pick up in the mid lane. When it picks up in the mid lane, it does keep going, and you can tell off your hand whether or not you're going to make a good shot or not. Same thing. You could tell. That's good. Like, that's one of the good traits of the original virtual gravity that I remember, is that it would pick up in the mid lane. You would know it's going to continue, and it would continue really well. And because of that, it was a very, very popular ball across many different styles of players. So we're going to throw one more shot. I'm going to make a move, a big move this time, just to kind of see if I get around it a little bit more. Does it still have that continuation? Because the virtual gravity will continue for sure. Got around it more, ball kept going for sure. That's a great, great sign. Something that you definitely want to be cognizant of when you're testing balls, right? So if you're ever at a ball demo, you should try different parts of the lane, not just lining up, but different hand releases in different positions. That was a much stronger release. Got around it more, the ball took off like crazy, which is good. Based on that shot, we'll try it again. It's strong. That's good. That's good. It's really strong. Which is great. Like, having balls that are continuous like that are really, really important to be able to make sure that you're being able to get a consistent reaction, especially when the patterns are flatter or when the pattern is such that you need to be able to make sure you know kind of where it's going to go. This pattern is more of a house pattern, but nonetheless, when I move in and get around it, it definitely still makes the corner, which is great. We got a little too far that time. I'll be able to make one more good shot with this ball so you can be able to see just a little bit how versatile it is. I mean, obviously you can go too far with any bowling ball, and it's good to be able to know where that spot is on the lane. through the messenger. So a couple of takeaways immediately about this ball. One, I think this is going to end up being a really good ball for Storm in general. Kind of has that shape that you're looking for, especially when you're bowling on patterns that have some medium to heavier oil. Two, I'm going to wipe it off one more time. Two, you know, it's like anything, surface is very important, right? You can see we've been able to keep the ball clean. You saw kind of where we started. You can kind of see where we're going to end with this test. Ball's going to get to right around that 5,000 grit number pretty quickly. And that's indicative of all balls, not just this one. No matter where you go, it's about 5,000. And three, remember, just because this is the one part that touches the lane, but even over here it's reading at that 5,000 grit number, which means that it's not the lane that's creating the difference. It's actually the ball return and all the systems that the ball has to go through to get back to you. As always, if you have more questions or need more information, make sure you check us out at ctdbowling.com. Ronald Hicklin, CEO from Create the Difference. Have a great day.